So who steps in and fills that void from those three, that three-headed monster that just walked out the door?
Well, most of the guys that are on the team right now, we've been living in their shadows. We haven't had a chance to show themselves. So a lot of the guys are really wanting to fill in more than just those three spots. Everyone wants to be their own name, come out with their own thing.
All right, folks, welcome to another episode of Borderland Sports Report. We are joined here by Jedia and Sanchez of Bowie High School. Jedia, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. So you're running back, wide receiver, and DB?
Yes, sir.
Nice. 5'10", 150. So let's kind of look at the stats a little bit. Receiving wise, about 15 receptions, 313 yards. About 20.9 yards per reception, huh? It's pretty. So once you got the ball in your hands, you made some things happen. Is what I see from this. 2 touchdowns. Then you had 10 tackles and a pass deflection on the defensive side, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's look at the recruiting side. So how's your recruitment going so far?
Honestly, I would say it's pretty slow right now. I mean, I've tried getting into coaches' emails. I've sent a lot of emails. I've gotten replies, but I mean, it's been slow because I barely have any, I guess you could say, any film since like we had a short season. And then, I mean, then due to the position I play, we're a running school, so I have very low film.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get more into going to camps. I've gotten camp invites that I will be attending in the summer.
Okay.
So that's where we're at right now.
So which camps do you plan on attending this summer, if you don't mind me asking?
So as of today, I'm actually going to that Under the Radar camp.
Okay.
And then May 8th, I have a Sol Ross camp here. And I will attend twice also at Fort Worth. And then coming in the summer, June 8th, I will go to San Antonio. And then June 26th, I will attend the Dallas camp.
Okay. As you go into these camps, what are some of the things that you're looking to showcase and highlight while you're there?
Well, I want to put on my speed first of all.
Okay.
That's definitely something I got. My route running, and definitely my hands, and also that I could jump pretty high, so I'm definitely put that out there.
Okay, so you say speed. So what's your 40 time?
Right now it's at a 4.68.
4.68. Okay, so what are we doing to bring that down some?
Well, I do a lot of agility work while I go to school.
Okay.
When I show up, I do
Okay.
a lot of weight room
Okay.
stuff to build it up.
So if today you had to say about yourself, like, where you think, based off of where you're at right now today, and not where you're going to be in 6 months from now, but right now today, where do you think that you could play at and come in and contribute? What level?
Collegiate level?
Yes.
I'd say I could perform at a D3, not too high. I'd say I still got a lot of learning to do.
Okay.
When it comes into offense, learning defenses and all that type of plays.
Okay. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But your goal is to be where?
The top football.
As high as you can go and play. Okay.
As high as I can go.
So let's get into it. So what is your plan? I mean, I guess what is from a individual standpoint, how do you intend to impact and improve on what you guys did last year? You guys were 0-5 last year, so what is your plan to kind of be a part of that change and bringing a winning culture there at the Bowie?
Well, definitely I'd say start off by being a leader, because our last senior class was a little bit like they weren't on spot with that. So I'd say I'd try to push my teammates more. We are definitely a young team, so I'd have to push most of our young players. We're based off, like I say, mostly sophomores and incoming freshmen. Very little juniors and like about 5 seniors. So
Okay.
we'd have to push the younger ones.
Okay.
Definitely.
And so you said pushing there. So I'm assuming that you're going to have a big leadership role this
yeah.
coming year. And because of that, so what's your leadership style like? How do you plan to lead this team and to kind of start going down that path of changing things?
Well, me being based off of everything I do, like, I mean, I compete somewhere else, like, I've been to camps and stuff, so I try to give them the same confidence that I have when I come to playing. I tell them, like, practice the way you would play in a game, that way it all comes on and natural in the game, and just build their confidence coming up. So that's about it. All they need is confidence. We have a lot of people with talent, so you just got to bring it out.
Okay. So what are your individual goals this coming year?
Definitely to put out more points on our board. We got like about 50 Ps by Andres, so definitely we're not letting that happen this year. At least I'm not letting that happen. Definitely help the coaches with the offense, because I mean, I said we lack that a lot.
Yeah.
And I said I could do an impact on the offense. Was running the ball too. So yeah, and then definitely putting myself out there more, so the recruiting process comes easier.
Okay. So you mentioned the recruiting process, and you said your recruiting is slow. So what are some of the things that you're doing right now to kind of impact your recruiting process?
So I try to I'd say because I contact a lot of coaches, I'm just trying to get better. That way I could prove what I could show out in the field. I mean, I know everything doesn't come in the season, so I show what I do off season.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Now you mentioned what did the grades look like?
Really looking pretty good. I do take some college classes, which are pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So those are probably like only my low classes, but I don't fail those.
So what does your GPA look like?
It's looking like a 3.3 right now. Last time I checked.
3.3. You taking any of the standardized tests, or are you planning to take them?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Soon in May.
In May. What's going to drive when you make your decision on where you're going to play it? Like, what are some of the things you're looking at? Is it location? Is it weather? Is it academics? Is it like what's going to be the deciding factor for you when you decide on where you're gonna play at?
Personally, I wouldn't say location. I mean, I'm willing to play anywhere as long as it's playing football. You know, it's the sport I love. Weather doesn't matter either. So I'd probably just say as long as I feel comfortable with that coaching staff and the team, honestly, how it looks and the playing time, and I'm willing to work for my playing time. So I'd say that I'm willing to play anywhere and wherever I'm given a chance, I'm going to play.
Okay. You know, as I talk to college coaches across the country, really, the running theme for El Paso is that will they leave El Paso in the coming school year, and will they stay? Like a lot of student athletes, they may say what you just said, and they go off to Montana or to Connecticut, and they get homesick, and then they're back. So for you, what can you say to these coaches to say, look, I'm not that student athlete. I'm built differently. What is your take on that?
Well, I know I definitely wouldn't be homesick. I mean, I don't really like to be home, first of all. So, I mean, I traveled to Oklahoma about around January for my second time to visit family, and I was over there for like a good 2 months. So, I mean, and I loved it, so I really didn't want to come back, but I wanted to play football, whatever. But no, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'm definitely down to leave El Paso or Texas. It doesn't matter.
So being open to going beyond 300-400, like 2-3 hours drive, I think it's going to be huge. It expands your recruiting possibilities for sure. So what goals? I mean, you already talked about kind of what you want to do in the season, but like, is there a mark on the wall that you really want to accomplish this year from an individual standpoint? Like, whether it be all district, whether it be
Definitely make audition different.
So one final word, like, so what do you want to impart here? What information do you want to leave for these coaches that are going to see this to know about you as an individual and as a player?
I mean, I'm really determined. I'm really serious about my work. A lot of people don't take me serious because of where I go. So like I go to Bowie, so most of the time people are like, I mean, you don't want it just because I go to Bowie. And they see Bowie as like a very low school. I mean, I don't think that's the point. So I'm trying to prove different. I mean, people come out of that school too. I mean, we just had our tight end commit to UTEP, so I mean he's doing good. And just want to show people that we could do it.
Okay. So one final question: Chick-fil-A or Popeyes?
I'd have to go with Popeyes.
My man.
Definitely.
My man.
It's better.
Well, folks, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. Sanchez, for sitting down with us, taking the time to sit down and talk. Catch this young man. Definitely someone to add to your radar coaches if you're out there looking for a diverse player. Oh, I didn't even ask. Do you play anything other than football?
Oh, I do basketball and track.
Basketball. Okay. So, how'd you guys do this year in basketball?
Well, I didn't end up playing this year. I played 2 games and then I left.
Okay.
That's when I went out of town.
Okay.
For a while. But I mean, they did good. They went to, I think, by district. They lost again, but they did good.
Now, did you run track this year?
I ran track. I ran 3 track meets.
So how did you do this year in track?
I ran 2 varsity track meets and placed third both times at 100-meter dash. We placed 4th both times at the 4x1 and then 5th on the 4x2.
So what was your 100 time? Best time?
I don't really remember.
You don't remember? Okay. Well, again, thank you for joining us here. It's awesome to have you. Looking for big things from you this year. Definitely will be on the lookout for you. And
Appreciate you.
stay tuned to this young man, folks. Jadian?
Jadian.
Jadian.
Yeah, Jadian.
Killing his name. Jadian Sanchez. Oh,
Okay.
Sanchez. Jadian Sanchez. Ugly American today. Jedia Sanchez, make sure you keep an eye out for this young man. Definitely someone to be on the lookout for. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.